What's going on, world? I thought it was going to be a beautiful cloud-free day today, but apparently I was slightly hoping too much. At least they look like normal clouds and not AKA contrails. Oh, but I love it. There's a lot of Nibiru watchers out there, though, that keeps claiming reflections and mirror images as Nibiru. And well, it's not. It's amazing how the sun just pretty much disappears when you put it near anything that's thin. Like at war. Oh, what a joke. A good old sun simulator. But if you look for something and you want to try to look for Nibiru, either look for the shadows or look for little black dots. Because I just tell you, if it's in front of the sun, it's going to kind of be like the moon when an eclipse comes. No light shines on it, it turns black. And the only way you're going to get light shine on it if you're pretty much looking the opposite way. Like when it's raising in the east, you'd have to look to the west to see if it's shining off anything. But if you're careful, you might catch a shadow from one of the planets being cast upon the earth. But we got to put pressure on them more and more. Everybody. From the weather personnel to the airline companies. So if you see a post about them talking about the airline company, about how those sprays is hanging around up there, so they done considered it causing global warming. Because it's just like car exhaust, they say, which it is. But them big old contrail lines are, well, they're fake as fuck. And call your weather personnel out. Ask them when you're going to see a clear sunrise or a clear sunset ever again. I bet you they won't answer you. But you got to keep the pressure on them anyway. I keep the pressure on mine all the time. Trying to get them to tell the truth. But I'd say they've got their gag orders and everything. Just like the other bunch of organizations do. And for the ones that don't know, they use every kind of jet there is. And I do mean every kind of jet there is. They use them from commercial airlines to military. And believe me, they've got a lot of different selections to go from. And a lot of dum-dums out there won't holler, it's the Dave Dobbs object, it's the Dave Dobbs object. Dave Dobbs object is bullshit. There is no freaking object that keeps flying by Earth. And if it was, you sure wouldn't be seeing it like a cloud in the sky, because it would get sucked to Earth and it would fucking wipe out whatever the fuck it's at. Because believe me, if you can see it that close, it would be pulled in. So don't believe the frauds. Don't believe the lens flare chasers. Don't believe none of that stupid shit. Because yes, there is after images. Because that thing up there's either got a big hard piece of plastic around it or a big piece of glass. And it acts like a goddamn magnifying glass. That's what's burning a lot of things up. Just like these leaves on these trees. How they start to turn brown if you go out and look at them. A lot of them start to turn brown. Because it's just burning them right off. And they've been doing it since spring. I mean, it just burns the hell out of plants. Look at this poor little tree over here where it sit out in the open. It's pretty much melted it down. This little fella here got lucky this year. He's been in front of the tree most of the time. Big tree blocking him. But you can see what it does when you're pretty much at certain angles. It'll burn you down and kill you out. The only thing that's left on that tree is a little vine-like object. Probably poison ivy or something, my luck. But yeah. You gotta keep your eyes to the sky. You gotta go out and do tests like I did to prove that son of a bitch right there was fake. Because my other phone was getting two objects, two lens flares and a green orb. I couldn't figure out why. Why would the sun be casting? So I started doing experiments, and experiments one after another. One with regular light bulbs, one with energy saving light bulbs, one with flooding lamps and everything. But I couldn't figure it out. It just wasn't doing it until I put almost like a casing around it, like that right there. And after I put a casing around it, then it shined two orbs, and I figured out what the hell was going on. And we've got the moon hid over there by over top of that tree. I guess that's the moon. It should be the moon. Ain't got my binoculars with me today. Got a little pink stuff in them clouds showing up. I don't know. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Not bad at all. But you're going to have to get out and enjoy it and keep your eyes to the sky. At least get out and enjoy this weekend, because hell, there's a meteor shower ramping up this weekend. And then we got another coming in August around the 12th or 13th. You're going to have to get out and enjoy some of those sights. They're beautiful. Watching them big bastards streak across the sky. I mean, they said, talk like they felt one somewhere in a field somewhere. Possibly about as big as a football or so. So some of them are starting to reach the ground. And they didn't say some's been getting bigger. Like the one they said it was big as, or bigger than the Great Pyramid. I think that barely scraped by and missed us, and they didn't see it in time or whatever. But get out and enjoy the day. It is beautiful. And if you ever try to see a planet, the maximum you're going to mostly see is about like the moon right there. Unless you can catch it to the opposite side, which that's going to be hard to do. Because sometimes I think they're pulling a trick on us. Pulling the wool over our eye, trying to get us to look one direction while the planets are hiding plain sight in the night sky. Because I tell you, like I tell everybody else, I watched 5 of them raised right up out of the southwest at 250 degrees around there. And they spread it out right over top of us. And when I found them, it was 1. And then a year or so goes by, then it was 3. And another year or so goes by, and there was 5. Until in around 2017, they formed a pentagram or pentagon. If you would connect the dots, that's the shape it was in. And now they're almost in alignment. That's what's causing all these earthquakes and all these upticks. We're going to be getting closer to these planets swinging in and out when we go around the sun. And this is pretty much their first crossing. And when they go out and over the sun and come back, I just don't know how long that's going to take, but that's when all the hell is going to really break loose. And it'll probably last for like 5 years or more. Pure hell on earth. Because I've been watching for the last 7. And one of them usually sets almost right there where the moon is now every night in the southwest. So you got to be really careful of what they say is what. Because just a year or so ago, they said Mars was setting in the southeast. But then come out with an article contradicting it, saying Mars was in the west the whole time, setting on retrograde. And a planet can't be in two places at once. And yes, I know the Earth rotates and the planets go towards the west, but they said this one was automatically in the west right after sun.